To everyone, here my recommendation for today, The Way Things Work, an illustrated encyclopedia of technology. Thanks to everyone for your attention and hello again, and today I'd like to tell you briefly something that I have really in the bottom of my heart and that I have to share with all of you, and which is to strengthen our real weapons. After reading an article concerning the many weapons people are buying those days, it's understandable. I probably would do the same under specific circumstances. But I'd like to tell you about the three most important weapons as human beings we have. The ones I really believe in. Number one, and please, you make your own conclusions, but think about this. Information. Because despite all weapons we might have, it's important to have the proper information at hand. That's the one that can give us the upper hand against the enemy that is much stronger than us. That represents for me all, not just the coronavirus, COVID-19, all viruses on earth. Because I do believe, and I don't know if it is related to the fact that actually when we let all those billion animals die in Australia, it has an effect. Maybe they were responsible for containing certain things. Maybe there are plenty of theories about conspiracy and the creation of biological weapons, this and that. The reality is we are facing, in this generation, the strongest enemy ever. So think about, please, the golden weapons that we human beings have. Information is one. Number two, communication. Because no matter what, if we communicate the proper information, if we know exactly what we have to do, it's much better for all of us under all circumstances. How to inform, how to communicate as a community. Remember, we human beings have these as our strongest weapons. Please think about this, information and communication, so that we meet the third goal, which I consider is the one that activates in our brain the capacity to react, which is objective or goal to survive, which is survival. When we all connect the information, when we all communicate, when we all work together, no matter who you are, or black, or white, or Chinese, or whatever, we are all human beings. And as such, it's much better we act together. Please remember the classical sentence from Gladiator, the movie. We stay together, we survive. And that is true, now more than ever. Think about this, because I like to give you 7 tips that I consider you should have at hand in a notebook, maybe one like this, as a one-man army. No, we are together an army. So now I'd like to show you what I consider would be 7 aspects to consider to fight properly. In my opinion, those 7 issues. Number 1, when you say write in there that you have a notebook and there you write all possible information, telephone numbers, things that you might need urgently, all those issues that you consider really relevant, please keep that daily. Number 2, resources. What kind of resources you really have, so that you have an inventory. Enough water, enough light, enough money, enough of everything. Please check your resources. And then friends, oh yes, crucial and very important. See what kind of people are in your community. Your friends, people that are your allies now. I would say most people should be your friends. Now here, health tip from the doctors, from the COVID-19, from the World Health Organization, from all possible information resources, which are your top tips in case of urgency and in the case and eventuality that the hospital and clinics and healthcare centers cannot attend you. Please think beforehand, anticipate this, urgent and important. And then your defense system. In my opinion, what I told you before, information, communication, and the common objective that we have to beat this virus. Very important. Remember who is your real enemy. I like to put that as a symbol for you. Who is the real enemy here? Not the other human beings, viruses. And family, please, together, we survive. Stick to your family, respect the family, treat everybody with respect. It's crucial and important. The communication inside your home, inside your house. Family now is the most important thing, I would say. And then, with all due respect, I recommend spirituality. No matter what is your God or whom you believe, but it's important to keep that strength. Spirituality is important too. So, 7 top tips that I like to give you that I consider really relevant and very important, because I believe in those. And the final recommendation here would be by by Mr. Gene Stone, a man that investigated about the secrets of people who never get sick. That would be my final recommendation to you. Thanks again for your attention, and please keep those in mind, those 7 top tips that I gave you, because they are really important now more than ever. Think about those. Think for them for yourself. No matter what, think wisely. Remember, we stay together, we survive. If not, this virus can kill us. Please think about this. I mean, I'm talking about all humankind here. I am not just giving you kind of a paranoid appreciation, no, a logical one. Please analyze and think about this all. Thanks for your attention. I hope that this information has been useful for you. Thank you. See you in my next top tips video for many more recommendations for you. Thanks again.